Here we go. So welcome guys. It is September 15th, 2020, and I'm super excited to have you all here. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. If at any point you guys want to comment something or share, there's the chat option. There's also the unmute. You can unmute yourselves. Hi, Amy. And I think this is such an important topic. We like, it's almost like there's never enough hours in the day. And what is very humbling about what we're gonna do today is that we're gonna be like, I am totally wasting time on so many things that maybe some of you are more organized. Like you are like drill sergeants with your time, your schedule. Well, that's not me. And I feel like if you're on this call, it's not because you want to help save the world, because you are the drill sergeant of your time. Maybe it's also because you feel like me, like I need a little help with this time management concept. So I am not an expert. I don't have like an expert license in time management, but because it's something that I struggle with so much, I do try to implement different things that I have learned, and it helps me. It helps me stay focused and stay grounded. Lately, because I haven't been doing this, I feel so all over the place. I feel so not in control of my morning, especially, and the times that I have available to do work, that because I'm winging it, I go to bed and I'm like, I feel tired, but at the same time feel like I didn't do the things that I woke up saying I was going to do. Okay, so I don't know, anybody relate? Anybody else? Yeah, right? Like I totally wake up in the morning and I'm like, dang it, I didn't do this yesterday. I'm gonna do it today. And then like 2-3 days go by, I'm like, shoot, I still haven't done it. Because I don't have it on paper, and because I am not committed to seeing it on paper and checking it off the list. And it's something as simple as putting thank you cards in the mail for my customers. You know what I mean? Like every day I'm like, oh, dang it, it's already the 15th and I haven't sent the ones from last month. But if you schedule it and you put it, like every Tuesday morning for 30 minutes, I'm going to write the thank you cards from last month. If you commit to that every Tuesday and you have it on paper every week, you are going to be more likely to get that off your list. And there's no bigger satisfaction than getting things checked off the list. That's like, it's so satisfying, right? Like brushing my teeth. Like we should even add those things that we get done regardless, like make the bed, and you make the bed like that. It's not negotiable. Put it on the list, just because that checking off things is such a winning, like a winning feeling. Let me see, which is, I just ran. Oh, really? You just got a random email for a new rep? Oh, okay, that's exciting. Woohoo! Just reply to her, but let's do this. Okay, so just to give you guys, that was like a little introduction, but the reality is this thing of having a lot of things in my mind, I tend to trust my brain too much, and it's creating a lot of anxiety, because now I don't have the time that I used to have, which was 9 to 3. I was able to do whatever I wanted because I was home, the boys were in school, and now I have all 3 kids at home. And I'm sure that you guys too, you guys have jobs, you have, like, it is not the same, right? And I feel like I was way more productive when I was busier, when I was working, but it was because I was very intentional, knowing that my time was so limited. But because now it's like, we're home, we're not going anywhere, I can do things whenever, and I'm not in control of it, it's all over the place. So things to keep in mind before we start talking about the actual, before we go to the actual pen and paper. Say yes. I want you to say more yes to things that are in alignment with your priorities and with your goals. And when I say in alignment with your priorities, what are your priorities? Maybe God is your priority. So for you, it's important to sit down and read the Bible. Maybe for you is a priority to talk to your parents on the phone for 30 minutes every day, or go visit your I don't know. So whatever, like maybe your priority is you have to go to work. Like you can't just, you know what, I'm not gonna go to work to my, like my job. I'm just gonna do this. A priority may be um family dinner every night, right? Like that is a priority. You put it on the calendar. Maybe one day of the week it's like, okay, that's a day that I skip dinner because, or we eat earlier because we have a team meeting, or because I have a party. But what are your priority? When you have them on paper, it's totally different. To me, a priority is working out. Working out is a priority. It's not the end of the world if I don't work out, but I want to make it a priority. Okay. Let me see. My power hour is a priority. Every single day, no matter what, I want to be able to get some kind of business activity done during at least 1 hour in the day. And it's not chatting with a teammate, it's not scrolling to see what training I can do or whatever. It's reaching out to new people. So engaging in posts and things like that, but we'll talk about that soon. Determine, and this is so helpful, determine when during the day you can unplug completely away from the phone, when you can turn it. I am bad at it. Like it's always with me. I've been getting like bad, like it's bad. But we've also been so busy, like with summit and all these things. It's like the phone is in one hand and I'm like, oh yeah, that's how you do that. And I'm like, right? I'm not alone, right? It's the, please give me some sympathy here. I know. And you know what? What I've found, this light is like so bright. What I've found is that the world is not gonna end if we are away from our phones for like 2 hours. It's like nobody's gonna die if you don't reply to them. I do have certain, I've had people that send me message, send me an email, send me a text. I'm like, I'm sorry, I have things to do too. I am not just here 24 hours of the day waiting to see what questions the world has, and I hope that you guys don't take don't take it personal. It doesn't bother me that you reach out to me. It doesn't bother me to help. I love it. Like that's why I make myself available. But there are times of the day that I just can't answer you. I don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel bad about it. Don't make me feel bad about it. I have things to do. I have a bunch of kids that need to eat, apparently. What? And I have to drive them to soccer, or they need mommy time or whatever. But this is more for you guys. Don't feel bad to be in control of your time, and don't feel bad to establish boundaries. A customer tells you they want to return something. I understand the urgency of, dude, what if the product sells out? Then really quickly do that. That may be something like, right, you don't want to lose that sale, but just know that the world is not going to end if that person doesn't get those specific joggers. Very likely they'll find something else that they like if you had something else that's more aligned to your priorities. Okay, I'm not saying provide bad customer service, but if you're in a Saturday night watching a movie with your family, don't stop that to process a freaking exchange. Come on, that can wait, right? So that's priorities. I'm pretty sure your family, your husbands are like, preach, Paula. But it's also, you may be finding like maybe your family is not non-supportive. It may be because they see that this is consuming you. I know that many times my husband gets upset because he's like, are you gonna be working, or just let me know? I'm like, babe, let's do something this weekend. Or they'll be like, oh, I don't know, I like, do you have to work? I'm like, no, like I tend not to work on the weekends, but this is now. I feel like I have a little bit more of that freedom because we have things in place. But before, it was very overwhelming because we didn't have systems in place. So I want to share with you guys just little things that I've done, not just for myself, but to help you guys as you continue to grow. Our team impact group has everything anyone needs to be successful. Okay? As a matter of fact, even if the group didn't exist, if a person didn't have the group and all they had was the catalog and the starter guide, which I know are newer. I actually want to check in the back office if we have the newer version in PDF, because they said they updated them. If anybody here newer, it looks different, right? I guess. But this is all I had when I started. And this is how I owned this thing, okay? I'm like, Complan? Oh, what's up with these clothes? Like, oh, moisture wicking? Oh, they help the clothes breathe. Okay, that's good. That's fun. Nice. When people tell me what's so special, I'm like, oh, they're moisture wicking. I don't know. I just saw that there. It says moisture wicking and it sounds so professional. That's why they're pricier, because they're good quality. They're like Lululemon, but cheaper. Oh, okay, that's great. You don't need to know where the fabrics are from. Like maybe some people will ask you, but we have a few documents to help support that information. But the comp plan, if you like we could not have any of that, and whoever wants to be successful, they're going to be successful, even if this is all they have. But we have all the resources on the team page. I encourage everybody to not message me to ask me questions. For example, if you message me to ask me a sizing of a bra, I'm sorry, I'm just going to be real honest with you. I'm like, can you just like ask in the group, or can you search? I'm like, hi, I don't know. Like, I don't know. There's lots of information. There's sizing charts. I know it's easier to message your sponsor. It's easier to, but I don't know. I think you can get more information, more feedback. It's not that it bothers me. What I want to say is you'll find more resources in a group than asking me. I'm going to most likely tell you, I have no idea, because when somebody asks me about sizing, I search for sizing pictures or recommendations, and I tell my customers, listen, in the All-Star, I checked and other people your size are wearing this size. Here are some pictures. So I send them, and now they see they see reps, customers wearing the products, and now they're like, oh, they actually look really good. I want that one. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And that has nothing to do with time management, but a lot to do with time management, because I want you also guys to think, oh, if I can bring a teammate and plug them with the community and teach them how to find the information, and not me having to give the information 100% of the time. Now you have more peace of mind that you are okay disconnecting from your phone because your teammate is equipped with where to find the information, even if you disappear from the face of the earth for the next 2 weeks, right? Like, I want this team to be able to run if I decide to take a nap for a whole week. I want you to find the information in the group. And this is all because last year when I hired Ray to be my coach, I was very frustrated. I'm like, I feel like I'm drowning. I don't know, like, I don't know what he said. You need to stop with the mom guilt. You need to stop with the mom guilt. And that completely changed the game. And that's when I became more intentional about my time and making sure that that the resources were there. And if you guys haven't noticed them, I know that it's like I'm constantly pointing them out, because I know that you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what's there, or you don't get the bigger picture if it's not like mentioned. So Okay, so let's get the paper. Do you guys have pencils, markers, highlighters? You should see my desk. Like I'm just gonna grab everything. I know, I collect pens. I'm sorry. If you ever want to send me a gift, not that you have to, but I'll make your life easier. This is the way to my heart. Notebooks, journals, notepads, notepads. That's it. I'm pretty easy to please. Okay, so here we go. At what time? Let's start with our schedule. So I'm gonna show you guys. I was working on like a new week, so I could show you. We're gonna work on this together, but I wanted to show you guys 6 a.m. I've been trying really hard, but 5 a.m. is no longer working for me because I've been going to bed very late. So I'm committing to 6 a.m. 6 a.m. I work out. 6 a.m. I make sure I'm doing, so for this month, I'm doing squat challenge in my VIP group. So every morning I have a post about the squat. So I make sure that I check in my VIP group and I post something for them. Good morning, whatever. And I usually post, I pre-schedule it the night before so that it posts at 5 a.m. So when I wake up at 6 a.m., I can comment on it. Some of them have already commented that they already did the squats because some of them do wake up at 5, apparently, and do squats at that time. And they comment, so I comment back and things like that. So my bad habit recently is that I do that and then I just stay on the phone. And then it's like 6:30, 6:50. I'm like, oh, shit, crap. Now I'm rushing. And I'm like, no, I'm happier when I work out before I check in the phone, before I check emails, notifications, all that stuff. So I'm committing again, 6 a.m. What I want you to write? Let's go through, let's say tomorrow, right? Like it's Wednesday. Take your sheet of paper, you have it, your planner. What does your day look like tomorrow? What are things that you have to do? Not Zaya related, but in your life. Like, do you need to take a shower at 6:30 in the morning? Like, do you have to? Write it, because taking a shower takes time. Putting on makeup, that takes time. Braiding your hair takes time, right? Like you have to schedule it. Your girl, like Amy has, I don't know, like 10 girls. It's like they just, every day you wake up and there's like these beautiful girls and they're just like, if you are getting your kids ready for school or you're sitting down, you have to, like for me, between 8 and 9, I have to make sure I feed the kids. I need to make sure so I empty the dishwasher most days, make them breakfast. I listen to Ray in Rank Makers, he does a live video every day. So at around 8:30, I drink a cup of coffee and I listen to his video, because then throughout the day I won't do it. So it's like a routine. That's non-negotiable for me. It sets me up. It's kind of like my personal development of the day. If you like to read your Bible, or you want to commit to reading your Bible, or journaling, gratitude, workout, shower, breakfast, I don't know, go for a run, whatever that is, schedule it. Wednesday, 1 p.m. or whatever time it is for you. Maybe it's 11, maybe it's 12. What do you have the time at that time to take care of? Grabbing the new releases, posting them in your group. Schedule it. Put it there. Put it in a Wednesday at 1 p.m. For example, for me, one of my kids, because obviously they can't have lunchtime at the same time. I don't know. One is at 11, the other one is at 12. So I make them lunch at 11. I start making lunch. He eats at 11:30. The other one eats at 12. So I try to like have, while I make for one, he eats, then the other one. So to me, between 11 and 12, it's kind of like I'm busy in the kitchen with them. Okay, so at that time I'm like disconnected, trying not to be on the phone. What other things? In the afternoons, I go to pick up my kids. I go to soccer. So usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 6 o'clock, I leave the house to take one kid to soccer and pick up the other one. And then I get here, it's dinner, get him in the shower, making sure the kitchen is cleaned up if there's team meeting. For example, for me, non-negotiables, Monday and Tuesday, team meeting. Okay. I do so pre-scheduling your parties is key, because if you look at your day and you're like, dang, like when am I gonna post in the party? When am I gonna do these things? But if you plan ahead and you make time one day, let's say, I don't know, maybe Fridays, for 30 minutes, I'm gonna pre-schedule the posts for the rest of the week or for the weekend. So, so this that we're doing is called time blocking, okay? So priorities for me, working out from 8 to 9, getting the boys ready for school, feed them breakfast, all those things. Lunchtime, and then the pickup from soccer. I can't have anybody else do it for me. At that time, I'm in the car with the kids. We have fun, we laugh, we listen to some personal development. Like, you never know. Sometimes I'm ranting about stuff. Sometimes they're talking about how practice was and like funny things. So that is quality time with my kids at that time. My husband goes to bed at 8 o'clock. God willing, in just a few months, he's gonna be retired, and yay. So that's gonna be fun. So I don't know, maybe I'll get more free time then. Right now it's craziness. He goes to bed at 8 o'clock. Like right now, he's gonna go to bed. He wakes up, he goes to work at 3 in the morning. So yeah, so before, when he didn't have a schedule, it was cool because he would like run the show all afternoon, but now he's also the soccer coach. So it's running back and forth and doing all these things, but it doesn't mean it's not possible. So I want you guys to know, like, everybody has crazy schedules, but my schedule is not gonna be, it's not gonna work for your schedule and for your lifestyle and for your family's busyness. So what are things? Let's take some time, right? Let's take like the next 5 minutes and see what we come up. What are the things that are non-negotiables for you? What do you have to shower at 7 in the morning because you have no other choice? Drive to work. Let's say from, I don't know, from 8 to 8:30, you're driving to work. That's when you could squeeze your personal development, right? Or if you want to maybe sit down for 15 minutes and read every morning, or every afternoon when the kids are napping, you sit down and you read for 15 minutes. If you schedule it, you're more likely to get it done. I'm a big believer in that. So again, I'm gonna catch up with the messages here. You need a huge planet. I thought you meant, Tracy, I thought you, when I read it like in the corner of my eye, I thought I read, I'm huge time planner. Like, you need a huge planner. This one is really good. I don't know if you guys want to see this. This is really big, and it's not like a pocket. It's not like you can take it with you in the purse. It's more like have it here. It doesn't have all these stickers, but it's called Rise Up. This is actually designed by a top Beachbody coach, and it's got all the works, and it doesn't have dates. You put the dates yourself. So I'm starting a new week. That's why it's like it's Tuesday, right? Like and I'm always late. You know what I'm saying? Where can you buy it? It is I ordered online. I can, hold on. I'll find you the link. But it's her name, actually. If you look for, let me see if hold on. Write this down. Hold on. I'll type it in the chat. It is $60, the ring one, and there's a paperback one. The problem with the paperback is that it doesn't stay open. That's why I like this one with the ring. But there's so many options too. I always use a plum pair. They're personal. I can't say the word. Personalizable. Okay, I said it. Personalizable. Whatever. Personalizable. I can't say it. There's another word that I can't say. Like, literally. I can't say it. I'm gonna add personalizable to my list of words that I can't say. Literally. I can say it if I'm just saying literally, but I can't say it in a conversation. I know. I'm sorry. I'm ESL. So her name is Moira Rubacaba, I think it is. Anybody know her? Any Beachbody peeps here or there? No. It's really good. She has her own website. I know. I tell you where it is. Moira. Oh, okay. I found it. No, it's not with an R. Moira Kuba. Oh, Lord. And it's, or if you, I think if you Google Rise Up Journal, Rise Up Planner, it'll come up, because it's like, it goes straight to her website. It's really good. And I'll tell you guys, I don't make anything out of it, so I wish. But no, it has like space for for writing your dreams, for writing like your vision, for all kinds of things. And then like a quarterly review, you can type, oh, the high performance. Shayla, you know what happens? And I have it. I told you guys I am a collector of journals, planners, pens, markers. I just love it. And I can always love more. I have it. I haven't used it because it is a lot. Like, it's too many questions. I'm like, I don't have time for this. I'm sorry, Brendan, but like, 10 questions in the morning and then like 10 questions in the night. I'm like, whew, I don't have time for that. I'm a squirrel, and I'm like, oh, I could have made today even better if, so I think it's really good, but I think it's very overwhelming in the beginning. I don't know, do you have it or no? Do you don't right there. Another really good one, I'll tell you which one it is. This one I really love, the 5-second journal from Mel Robbins. Really good. It's more like a brain dump. Like, you just drop ideas there. But for our type of business, sales and numbers, and like this one, I'll show you guys. It has a spot to put, are you working on your time blocks? When is your power hour? So if you are like busy throughout the day, or even if you're busy is more like, you know, I have more flexible time, then whatever that is, when can you squeeze in your business time? And by business time, I mean you're reaching out to customers if they want to book parties, you're reaching out to hostesses if they're interested in the business opportunity, like those business producing activities, the activities that are gonna give you a return on your investment. If, for example, you're watching a team call recording, it's maybe gonna help you, right? I hope that it does, but it's not necessarily going to bring you a return in your investment. That's not power out. Do that when you have a little extra time, or as your personal development or something like that. So schedule your power hour. So look, this one also has, these are my people that I've contacted today. Customer hot list. So you just write like names of people. So you can write that. It's also business contact list. So you can write names of prospects. How many people have we been in contact with in the past, and we totally dropped the ball on them because we didn't write it down? Nice, Luisa, good job. And you can always, when you're like, I'm out of people, I don't know who to talk to, you go back to the notebook, you're like, oh, snap. Let me see what's going on with Mary. Hey, Mary, what's going on? And you had totally forgotten about Mary, and Mary is there waiting for you. Okay. So it has that. This also has, so this has like the whole week. So I like the weekly thing with the hours, the time on the side. So this one, if you want to invest in something, this is 12 months. If you want to like really invest in, if you're serious about your business, invest in this one. It's worth it. Oh, here's her website, Moira Kukaba. Okay. Oh, Rise Time Planner. It's hard when it's, oh, I know, it's so hard. 8 to 3. And I can't, like, my computer is in my office and then my boys are sitting on the dining table, so I can't even like escape here for a second, because I go back and they're like, Legos are out, swords and lightsabers. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Iron Man mask, Captain America shields. Like, this is 2 seconds. What is happening? So I have to like hover around them from 8 to 2 or 3. Okay, how are we making progress there with the time blocking? Do you guys, we're busy, right? Do you feel like you're super busy and it's like, dang, I really need to get more in control of my time, right? We waste so much time scrolling and doing things. Now, one key factor about this is that you need to, I should say we need to make time, ideally on the weekend, so we can plan for the week ahead. 30 minutes, plan out your week. This is why I need to do this. If you have parties scheduled for, let's say for Thursday, when are you gonna go live? And if you say, okay, I'm only going live for 15 minutes, like, you're committing to it on paper, you have way more chances to following through with everything that we put in the paper. And now you can do, I love the idea. I don't know if you guys heard this on Saturday from Summit about, imagine how stinking awesome it is to have 4 hostesses in one same group, and you just do everything in one group instead of 4 different parties and having to go live in 4 different parties or doing videos, or, but it's all in one group, all the energy, you're answering questions in one same group, you're doing everything in one same group. I thought that was awesome. If you want to learn about that, my friend Sarah Bonham talked about that in the summit trainings. The recordings, I posted them and corporate send them out today. They're in the back office. Look for Sarah Bonham. She talked about the multi-parties. If you guys want, I can ask her to do a training for us if you guys want. But I think what she shared in the training that day was pretty, it's like, it's the same. It's just that everybody's in the same group and there is one post with everybody's name and links. Like, so for example, it would say shopping links, and it says Amy's friends, Paula's friends, and the link to shop is right there. Okay, I see, Tracy, you raised your hand. I don't know if it was like.
Yeah, just wanted, I have an idea that they do with Tupperware all the time. Our team leader does a big old party. She runs the party. And she, like, anybody who's new or anybody who's just like slacking or whatever, they invite a bunch of their friends to the party, and everybody's a rep, not a hostess. You know what I mean? So it's like just for the new reps and stuff.
Right.
And
you know what? That's like the
helpful.
ATM, right? Like kind of like what they call the ATM system. Is it a temporary party or is it an ongoing, like an ongoing VIP group?
They kept it as a ongoing party, but it's just certain times they invite people in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to do it for my team because my team doubled, and I'm sort of getting used to doing the parties, but I kind of not confident enough to do it with 7 people that are basically brand new to doing parties. So
So
I
here's
just like if I had a few like uplines or other people that would just, you know what I mean? I can get people in there that will help. But I just thought of that as an idea. So would her training help me with doing that? Because it would be basically the same thing. Instead of hostesses, it will be reps, right?
right. So the I will tell you my take on that system is that, to me, I want you guys to take ownership of your business, and I want you guys to become independent business owners. To me personally, you don't have to agree with me, guys. Honestly, you can disagree with me. You're not gonna make me change my opinion about it. But to me, you're all business owners. If you can't come in, or if you don't have the ability to come into the business and you want to make the business work, and you can't put in the time to run your party, figure out how to run the party, get help, get the tools, get the resources, but really, I'm like, you're not going to be successful. Like, I don't want to do all the work for you. I'm sorry, but that's just not my style. And I think I'm doing you a disservice by doing that, because then you're never going to be independent. And then it's also going to, for me as a sponsor, and for you, Tracy, as a sponsor, it may work for one or two parties, but then what after that? Are they at some point going to go run their parties? They're also going to think, oh, I don't want to build a team if I have to do the work for everybody. Now, if it's a collaboration, like, okay, everybody, let's chip in, let's do this together. Now that's different. But I don't want to do the work for the whole team. What if you sponsor tomorrow 30 people? Let's say somehow your link goes viral and you sponsor 30 people tomorrow. What are you going to do? You can't run party for 30 people. Uh-uh. And my goal is that one day we are recruiting lots of people that are not, bring them into the team, tell them, listen, watch this, take action. I'm here to help you. Now that's an independent business owner in the making. We are independent representatives. I believe in helping you. I believe in supporting you. I believe in, let's do this together. I don't believe in, let me do the work for you because I don't want you to quit. Does that make sense? Because
Oh
in the
yeah,
long
that
run, that person, I'm setting them up for failure. And if I do the work for them, what happens is they're looking at me thinking, wow, I could never do what Paula's doing. But you guys can tag somebody in a video. You can say, dang, Paula's like, Paula already did the video. Tag them in the video. Go produce. Go create. Where are the pictures? That way we have the Zaya marketing group. Otherwise, guys, I know that it may be weird. Like, this may sound like unpopular, unsexy. Like, it's not like everybody says this is super easy and you just come in, I'll do the work for you. Like, no. I can't remember who it was that said to me, Paula, I watched some of your trainings on YouTube. I know that you don't do the party for me, so I have to do it. Teach me where to do it. Before she signed up, she had already seen videos where I said, I am not going to run parties for you. I'm going to help you and I'm going to answer your questions, but I'm not going to run the party for you, because I think I'm bringing you in to become an independent business owner. That's my style. You may disagree. You can do it your way, whatever. I'm not saying I'm right. It's just the way I see it. Because otherwise, this business becomes very overwhelming. And that's not the point. It's supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to bring life into your life, and not overwhelm and more work than, because I'd rather go work a 9 to 5. I have to work 24 hours doing parties for everybody.
yeah, I understand. I just
And that was
because
a
where I
long
was doing the
answer.
2 parties and the pictures, That was the 3 reps that I did. The 3 parties became 3 reps. So obviously I continued to do their parties for them because I had already told them. So I was just wondering if that would be if it's obviously a stupid idea. I think it is as well. Not a
Well,
stupid idea, but I understand because it doesn't really work with Tupperware that well. You get 1 or 2 orders and then everybody's confused on who's doing stuff. So, but it's just an idea that came to my head because I have so many starting all at the same time.
no, and that's great. Just um and that is a smart way to do it, is doing all these different parties for a bunch of people at the same time. You're gonna go crazy, but having it in one group. I tried the one, and there's a system out there that some people teach that is called the ATM, which is one big group, and it's called add tag message, where you have a group for everybody, everybody's customers. To me, it doesn't, I think it doesn't work as well because of our parties. A lot of people, a lot of other companies don't have their party plan, so they just sell a package. We don't have that. So it's more about you developing relationship with your customers and all that stuff. So I think if it's working, at the end of the day, Tracy, if it's working for you, keep doing it. Like whatever I say, it's, it doesn't matter. Whatever is working for you, keep doing it. Don't change it. Now, if it's not working, then think, okay, let me reevaluate and let's change the game and see where I can improve. But I really do believe that when we take ownership of a business, we are setting ourselves for success and for doing better. And I have reps on my level 1 that have come in and they start their parties. Some people just say, like they just don't want to do the work. And if I do the work for them, okay, it's one party. What about the rest after that? I don't know. My level 1s that are here. I'm sorry. I don't think I've never done parties. Nobody did parties for me. So it's coming from like when I started, nobody did the party for me. I figured it out. So I'm just duplicating. So I'm like, it worked. It's gotta work. It's gotta keep working. So, but if you feel it's working for you, keep doing it. There's always, if you find like doing different things, different strategies are working, share with us, because obviously we all want to grow. But Tracy, help them, put them in a chat. If you have newer reps, maybe put them all in a chat and coach them, encourage them to do their own. You coach them, you say, okay, hey, this is what you can post, do this. We have the mock party guide. We have that. If you provide them with those tools, I feel like they can run on their own. Remember, the point is that
I have
people are independent.
actually,
Good.
yeah, I have actually made a mock party for them, and a couple ladies are, because I have it all scheduled,
Okay.
but a couple of ladies are going in and they're going to marketing and they're taking things and they're taking the initiative to do it themselves. So I think I can pick out the people who are going to work for it right now just from that. So I think you're right. I think I have tagged them in all your videos. So
I don't know. I'm a little bit of a rebel, and I don't know. I think that's part of like that mom guilt. We want everybody to be successful. We want everybody to, like feel confident, but at the same time, that confidence comes from jumping and getting your wings on the way down. Are you gonna crash, or are you just gonna pick up your wings and like, okay, woo, what do I have to do? Let's do this, right? So give them a choice. And I think what is important about that is setting the expectation from the beginning. Okay, like I've seen people that say, oh, I've run your party and this and that, and then they fail because the person doesn't follow through after that. And then what's the point? But if you teach them, now they're empowered to continue on the journey. keep going. So how are those calendars going? Are you guys, like, did you book your power hour? When do you see your, where do you see you are like spending time in it? Like what are your time wasters? Who wants to share? Oh, nice, Brittany. That's good. Anybody want to share? What do you see? You're like, oh, the Hallmark Channel. Are there Christmas movies out there already? No. Holiday. Okay. Okay, nice. You know what? Find the time, commit to the time, to that power hour when you feel you have more energy, more clarity. Like for me, doing the power hour when like I like to complete it before I go to bed. So sometimes, yeah, it's like, oh, dang it, I haven't like reached out to some people and I want to do it before I go to bed. And sometimes it's like really late and it's not the same. Like I leave like a bunch of messages unanswered because I fell asleep when I just can't do it anymore, and the phone just falls on my nose and whatever. But in the morning, I have more energy. I can reply like in a voice message. My voice projects different. I'm more excited. So try to do it at a time where you can be a little bit more focused and more present. And I don't know if you guys saw me, I wrote that earlier about being where your feet are. And that's something that I'm pretty good at it. Like, for example, I'll give you guys an example. On Saturday with Summit, I tried like to turn my phone away. Like I didn't want to be like in Summit listening and just be like, da, 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 da. And I'm there, but I'm also doing that. You can't, like there's things where you want to be present. You can't record so many things at the same time. So if you're gonna be with your kids, be with your kids. Like 30 minutes of focused, intentional time are better for them than 2 hours just sitting there. I know, and I'm guilty of it. Like, right? I'm guilty of it. And sometimes my kids, but my 10-year-old his love language is quality time. So if we're sitting watching a movie and then all of a sudden I'm like checking on something and he's like, Mommy, no phone. I'm like, oh, that's right. But that's his love language. My 7-year-old can't care less. He's like, whatever, man. Like, he doesn't care. It's like, as long as you're letting me watch the movie, you can do whatever you want. But the other one is more like, Mommy, it's mommy time. For my husband, it's also quality time. So if I'm going to spend time with them, it's quality time, even if it's shorter, but it's present 100%. So remember that, so you don't feel that guilt. So what is it called? It's be where your feet are. The same thing with your business, like in your power hour. If it's only 30 minutes, give it your best intentional focused time for 30 minutes, and you're gonna be way more productive, generate way more results, and you're gonna feel proud of yourself because you did what you wanted to do for 30 minutes. Okay, so that's important. Commit to a bedtime. I've been going to bed super late. I'm waking up. I'm like, Paula, why are you teaching us all the things that you're struggling with? Because I'm a believer that when you are struggling with something and you teach it, you take control of that again. Learn to teach. And this is stuff that I've done and that has helped. Guys, I am one of the most disciplined person you know. It's just that sometimes I get derailed. Sometimes life happens, and then if you don't take back control into it, but I was a person that would never skip a workout no matter what. I would like all those things, but then again, when you are not committed to something, you're committed to nothing. Okay, but if you're committed to a workout routine, if you're committed to working out 3 times a week and you schedule them, you are very likely to complete them because you committed in paper to do them. Does that, I don't know, maybe some of you already do this and you're like, I am the master at this. Any input, any ideas that you have, we'll gladly, bring them on board, share them. Highly suggest you commit to something. Don't expect it all to be perfect tomorrow. Work on it. Plan this week. You have Wednesday to Sunday. Plan it. See how it goes. Like, what do you need to schedule? I need to drive to work. If your commute is an hour, there's nothing you can do about it, right? Like, you gotta put that. You don't commit to I don't know, don't commit to going out for coffee with a friend. You have to drive home from work. Like, you have to, where are your priorities? And what are things that maybe you're doing right now that are not in alignment with your priorities, but you committed to it just because you didn't want to say no. Maybe because you didn't want to let somebody down, or you thought that saying no would let somebody down, and you're like, oh dang, how do I get out of this one? I learned something from, I think it was Rachel Hollis. I heard her say one time that if something comes around about you, right, and your answer is not hell yeah, don't commit to it. Say, let me check my calendar, I'll get back to you. Let me check my calendar, I get back to you. Can we talk on the phone? And then it's like 2 hours and you're on the phone 2 hours, and then you look back and you're like, dang it, those 2 hours are gone. Maybe it was a good conversation or whatever, but was it that important to be on the phone for 2 hours? Or maybe I don't watch TV. If you are committed right now to a goal, maybe you have big goals, or you have a big financial need in your family, or you have a big goal, or I don't know, whatever that is. What are the things that you are doing right now that you know, maybe I can skip that for now, take a break from this, or reduce the amount of time that I'm spending on that, and then I'll revisit it when I reach that goal or whatever. So maybe you're working out for 3 hours a day. Do you really need to work out for 3 hours a day? I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know, that's up to you. But could you work out for maybe 2 hours, and then that hour committed to spending it in your business or any other thing that you know you need to put time into it? All right, I know maybe I'm exaggerating, but just to give you guys an example, sometimes we commit to doing things out of procrastinating or avoiding other things. Like one time, this is super vulnerable here, but whatever. One time I told one of my mentors, I said, I just love working. Like, I could work 24/7. Like, that's me. And he said, there's something, there may be things that you are avoiding, and you are just focusing them on work. You're focusing on work because there are things that you're avoiding. And he was right. I was avoiding, I always tell you, I was avoiding feelings of resentment towards people in my family. And it wasn't until I addressed it that I was able to get over it. I didn't realize that, like, I would think, oh, I should call. I'm like, no. Like, just to avoid handling the issue or addressing the issue, I would just like, no, I'm just gonna work. So you never know. You never know. It's right. The things that we're trying to avoid, and we're trying to just, or procrastination too. Like, sometimes we're like, oh, I know I need to go book parties, but cleaning the pantry sounds like more productive right now. And then you go clean the pantry, and then the whole week went by and you're like, dang it, I don't have any parties. What in the world? this business sucks. It's just nothing's happening. No, you're not doing the work. Like, you're not booking the parties. So really, guys, focus. I know you guys are, we're all busy. We're all busy, but we're busy entrepreneurs. It doesn't matter the size of our goals. It doesn't matter where we want to fly. We can fly high. What is the saying? Beyonce has the same 24 hours. Let's figure this thing out. We don't have to be Beyonce, right? Unless you want to be Beyonce, I'm totally supporting you here. But focus on the things that matter to you. I'm not saying that Saya has to matter to you, that your business has to matter to you, but I do want you guys to find, like, after this call, find the time weekly to be more intentional about your time. There are so many time wasters out there. There's so many ways right now, especially with social media, so many ways to be distracted. If you're going to be on social media, be on social media giving, like sharing, but that mind, like that scrolling that is not helping you, that is maybe affecting you in ways that then create lack of confidence and lack of self-esteem, because it happens. We see other people accomplishing things, or we see people being recognized and being celebrated, and you're just consuming that and putting yourself down. I highly suggest unplug yourself from Facebook, leave, and do something productive. If you know that that is just creating, like that feeling of I'm not good enough, I'm never gonna do this, go do the work, go take action, be productive, be intentional. Now, a way to change that too is, if you're gonna be there, if you're gonna be consuming, celebrate the people that are advancing. I've always shared this, that when you celebrate people that are accomplishing maybe the goals that you want to accomplish, when you celebrate them, when you're not angry or jealous, but you are celebrating them and saying, man, I'm so happy for you. I can't wait to be where you are. I can't wait to be a director too. What's your secret? Share with me. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Dude, if you guys are seeing people, if your goal is to be director, somebody here said you want to be director. I saw that. You said here, Tracy, I am a very, very much, you want to be director. You see somebody being recognized as director, message them. Hey, congratulations, Mary, congratulations on hitting director. How did you do it? What are your, like, give me a couple of tips. What can I do to get there sooner? I want to be where you are. I guarantee you that that rep is going to give you tips on how she did it. Do that. If you're going to use time to compare, to see what other people are up to, use it productively to learn. You see that somebody hit executive, somebody sponsored their first rep, reach out to them. You're a new rep, you're like, I don't know where to get reps, message them. If you're like, oh, I don't know how to make my party better, what can I get more interaction in my party, go in the group and ask, what are some tips for parties, guys? Share some tips with me. You're gonna get feedback from people, because people, for the most part, people like to share. One of the biggest highlights of this weekend with Summit was the community. Like, that was one of the biggest things that came out. People realizing what an amazing community we have. As a community, we have something that no other companies have. So use that. Use the community to help you to grow, to lean on, because we're all here behind a screen by ourselves. But we have this family, we have this community. Right, Brenda? COC. Right? Yes or yes? So organize your schedule. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna finish I can't like talk and do this at the same time, but I have lunch schedule. I'm gonna put the schedule, I'm gonna commit to a bedtime. We have team meetings on Mondays in Spanish, so that's a non-negotiable. 9, Mondays. Tuesdays, 9 is this same link. Highly suggest go grab the link, save it on your phone, put a reminder, save the link. Every Tuesday at 9, poof, you click on the link, you're here. Ta-da! Now you're committed to it. I know, I'm genius. What? Mondays and Tuesdays. Well, you don't have to do both, but Monday in Spanish, Tuesdays in English. That's it. That's all like I have commitment from you. I do believe that when we are in person in the team meeting is way more powerful than listening to the recording a week later. It's not the same. Listening to the recording is not the same as being in person participating. So I'm proud of you, Tracy. Thank you for sharing, for commenting. If you use, yeah, yes, I know. Erin, yes, that's really good. Some people, some of you may be more of like computer savvy, and you maybe you're maybe you work on a computer all day. You want to use, you don't have to use paper. I just think the exercise of putting things in writing, it's like, dang, if you write, like, dump everything that you have to do during the day, it's gonna be a big aha moment. You're gonna see like, I am super busy. I don't have time to waste. Paula, finish this call because I got things to do, Paula. I have a lot going on. So I know it's trial and error. Maybe start with paper, then maybe you realize, maybe the computer, Google, whatever, or the phone works best for you. Whatever works best for you. That's what, there's so many resources and so many ways to make this work. But definitely have something, and get organized, focus, and prioritize. And it's going to be a total game changer for you guys. There's no reason for us to be overwhelmed. This business is fun, and it can be so much more effective and productive if we are having systems in place. Okay, you need better tracking. Yeah, I think this one, because you can keep your customers and prospects here, Shayla. This one, because it's everything in one place, right? This one, and the journal from, but this one has a way of putting contacts here. So if you want to invest in something, this, if you want to use something, Google Calendar and Google Spreadsheet, you can type, I've never used Google Spreadsheet for my Zaya business, but when I was in real estate, I had a business partner. We were both agents. We worked together and we prospected a lot. Like, we knocked on doors, we called expired listings, we called for sale by owners, all that stuff. And we had a spreadsheet on Google, and we could access it anywhere. And like, if he was in the office and I was at home, I could see like live in real time when he was updating contacts, so I wouldn't call the same person at the same time. So you can add notes, you can color code, you can shade things up, but I'm not a tech person, I'm not a spreadsheet person, so paper is way better for me. But yeah. Oh, Christy, you did cool. Awesome. So was this helpful, guys? Do you guys have any other questions? Who's gonna commit to their planner again? Like, I bought it in January and I haven't used it every month, but when I commit to it, it's gold. So we have a little over 90 days left in the year. Let's make them count, baby. Let's go. Yay, she got it. Yes, writing down makes total difference. Okay, girls, bye, friends. Oh, we didn't take a picture. Can we just take a picture? Please, let's take a picture. Wait, I'm so slow. My phone needs my face. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, I got you. Say cheese. And you guys look so pretty. Lori, Mariuxi, Jody, oh, Kristen, we need your faces. I don't know if we'll see their faces, but alrighty then. Oh, hi. Hi. Kristen, congratulations. Don't be careful with the water you guys drink, all right? There's something in the water. So many pregnant teammates. Okay, everybody say cheese. Okay. You look super beautiful. Love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.